Yeah. Okay. So I'm watching this fight versus Miranda Maverick and Maycee Barber. I took a lot of notes for this fight. I really wanted to make a serious video, but look, man, there is no freaking way that Maycee Barber won this fight. No way. Impossible. Let me give you guys a quick breakdown, then I'll give you an even better breakdown. So, round one, Miranda Maverick won clearly. Round two, Miranda Maverick won. It wasn't as clear, but it was 100% certain that Miranda Maverick won. Third round, Maycee Barber won, undisputed. So, let me give you guys a quick breakdown here. We're gonna obviously mute it. The story of the fight here was Maycee Barber was throwing a lot of punches, but she wasn't in range to land any of those punches. Maverick is basically winning with pressure, a lot of pressure. So that shows a lot of octagon control. She's winning with pressure, pushing Maycee Barber back up against the cage, and she's throwing a lot of counters. Maycee is throwing counters one at a time. A lot of the time she's out of range. She only hit Maverick like what, three times or five times in this first round. Not very active, very inactive, not throwing a lot of punches. Maverick won round one mostly because she's just being more active. That's really what it came down to. Maycee was just not being active here. She's just standing up against the cage and staring at Maverick. And once Maverick throws, she gets out of range, and then she tries to counter, but you're too far out. You're not going to hit her with punches if you're out of range. Her, even her corner was telling her after the first round, you gotta come into range to hit her. You can't. You gotta actually try to hit her. You can't just keep throwing, spamming kicks out of range, and those kicks are not gonna land. Those punches are not gonna land. She's probably scared of the counter that's gonna come back to her. That's why she doesn't want to be in range to throw. But that's the only way you're gonna land on your opponent. So even her corner was telling her, be more offensive. She didn't really listen. I mean, I guess she did. She listened a little bit because round two she was a bit more active. She still lost that round. So skip ahead to round two. We already discussed round one. The story of round one was Miranda Maverick was winning with just more activity, throwing a bunch of more kicks, being more active with her hands and punches, and definitely just being more active in general. Pushing her up against the cage, like right here. You can see Maycee Barber is just backing up there. So yeah, and so her corner just told her to be more offensive. In the second round was actually interesting. Maverick was stalking her and controlling the octagon in the middle. Maycee is being a bit more aggressive. As you can see, she's trying to throw more, but that punch landed on the arm. Didn't really land. The effect was to try and knock her out or to land the right hand there, but didn't really land any of her jabs. Maverick is also superior in the clinch here too. Like they had a couple clinch exchanges here. In the middle is just Maverick just being more active. Clinch control, that was mainly Maverick's. She was winning that clinch position because she's in a dominant position here. That's how the fight really went about. Couple knees to the body. Maycee gets a takedown here, but it's what? It's a flash takedown. She takes her down, but it's not really a takedown that lasts a long time. It's just a flash takedown. You know, Maverick gets back up with the strong wizard there, gets right back up, so it's not really much of a problem here. And Miranda, there's no control time for Maycee either. Like, she doesn't get any control time in these exchanges. She didn't get any control time with Miranda. She didn't get any control time. Once she got the takedown, she didn't do anything with it. Miranda got right back up. So for that takedown, I don't really see much there. Then Miranda gets a takedown on Maycee Barber, but she's high on the back here. I'll show you guys where she gets a takedown. I think it's at the end of the round, and she controls her with her back. and she has like I guess like a minute of control time. So I think that solidified round two for Miranda Maverick because she was being more active anyways. Macy Barber gets a takedown in the second round, but that's a takedown that doesn't do anything because it's no control time. So then Macy just gets right back up. I mean, Maverick gets right back up. So that takedown means nothing. Then Miranda gets a takedown on Macy Barber, and she gets almost a minute of control time. And she was winning the round earlier because she was being more active. So round two was also Miranda Maverick's round. Clearly, I mean, there's no way Macy could have won round two. She wasn't active enough. She got a takedown, but that takedown was she didn't do anything with the takedown. Now round three, Macy was being more active in round three. Very active, feints, constant movement, some beautiful punches, beautiful work. You know, she's being very, 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 very good in this round. She gets a takedown too. Macy got a takedown. She gets a takedown, but you know it's a flash takedown. She gets back up. Miranda gets back up. Miranda's back, gets another takedown. Nice punches on the break. You know, great round by Macy. You know, she has a lot of success in the clinch too later on in the round. Like bunch of success in the clinch over there. You know, very, very powerful, dominant in the clinch. So it was really a clear round three win for Macy Barber. You know, she's very good on the break too, landing a couple punches there too. So she was very dominant in round three. Not really a 10-8 round, more of a 10-9 round. And yeah, I mean, the judges gave the fight. The judges gave the fight to Macy Barber, but it was clear that Maverick won the fight. It's pretty obvious. Round one and two, Maverick won. Round three, Macy Barber. Pretty cut and dry. I'm not sure why the judges gave the fight to Macy Barber. I guess it's because Macy is more marketable by the for the UFC, perhaps. But you know, I mean, it was a close fight. You know, it was kind of boring. Nothing really happened. No one got knocked out. No one got rocked. No moments of danger for both fighters. Pretty boring. So yeah, that's how I felt about the fight. I thought it was pretty cut and dry that Macy would win because no, it's pretty cut and dry that Maverick would have should have won because Maverick deserved the win. She won round one pretty handedly. There was no way you could say that Macy won round one. The only round you could possibly say that Macy won was round three. Maybe you could say she won round two, but you'd have to be the best lawyer on the planet. I don't know how you could say she won round two. What did she do in round two? She didn't have any activity in round two. She gets a takedown, but she does nothing with the takedown. Maverick gets right back up. She didn't even land anything on her, really. Macy didn't land anything, really. No pressure. I mean, she's not. She didn't win round two. I don't know how the judges gave her round two. What round did they give her? The judges should have gave Maverick 29-28, winning round one and two, and then Macy round three. That's pretty cut and dry, pretty obvious. If you just look at the fight. Watching it live, I mean, I could see why they gave it to Macy Barber because round two was kind of close. It wasn't like a destroying dominant round for Maverick. I can kind of see why the judges gave it to Macy, but yeah, I mean, it's not a complete robbery, but it's clear that Maverick should have won. A robbery is when the fighter gets a 10-8 round and loses the fight on points. You know, two 10-8 rounds and loses the fight. It's yeah, it's interesting, but it's the UFC. I mean, they're marketing their fighters and they give the decisions in a close fight to the fighter that makes them the most money. It's business. I don't know what to really say about that.